This very sizzling August CPI report, which came in worse than expected, meaning higher, is really delivering sticker shock to consumers and anybody who eats. That would be most of us. Grocery prices piping hot year over year. We wanted to show you some of this. Meat up 6.7%. Look at eggs, a steep 39.8% year over year. We've got fish up 8.7%, milk 17% higher year over year. So you can only imagine these rising expenses across the board are hitting restaurant owners, and many of them small business owners and their operations. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive is one of them, Academy Award nominated actor, writer, director, producer, and owner of Chazz Palminteri Italian restaurants in New York City, Chazz Palminteri. I mean, Chazz, you got to give me your gut reaction. I mean, you can be as dramatic as you want about these prices, but tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah. Well, it's been really hard. You know, inflation's up 8.3%. The cost of food, Liz, is up 11%. I'll give you an example. Months ago, a case of potatoes was $27. Then it went up to $78. 2 weeks ago, it was $94. How do you expect to, if somebody wants French fries, how do you expect to set a price on that? You can't. It's impossible. Our profits are getting less. I don't know. To be honest with you, the way food is right now, plus you can't get anybody to work. Nobody wants to work. You know, it's impossible to get work.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. I mean, are you raising wages at your restaurants? Because you got to have somebody to serve people who show up.
Yes. Yes, you have to raise wages, and you have to raise the prices of the food. I mean, look, I have two great restaurants, one in Manhattan on 30 West 46th Street, Chazz Palminteri, and it's really coming back. It really came back after COVID. And the new one I have in White Plains, 264 Main Street. Now, the suburbs takes a little longer. That's coming back, but it's taking a little longer. But you know what? It's hard to make your profit now. You're just giving it away to the food and to the people you have to hire and pay them more.
Wheat prices. Chazz, I've been looking very closely at those. And yeah, they've kind of started to come down, I guess, a quarter to date. But I'm looking at wheat. Of course, that goes into pasta. I know you're big with Italian food at the Italian restaurant.
Absolutely.
Up 25% over the past year. What I'm hearing you say is that these moving targets, which continue to be all over the map, but mostly higher, make it very, very challenging for a small business owner like yourself to do business. I mean, what is the answer here? If you could speak to anybody, let's say in Washington, D.C., what would you say?
Well, I mean, I would tell them, could we go back, you know, and bring these prices down? I mean, this giving away money is not the answer. Too much money out there is not the answer. I mean, I'm kind of really frustrated. You know, our government keeps saying everything is great, everything is going better. I mean, look, is it going better? You know, I don't think so. I don't think so. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, think of, you know, we always get pushed aside. We always do. And look, I understand people are going to say, well, you know, you're an actor. Yes, but I'm a businessman. I'm a restaurateur. And it's important for me. You know, I hire people. I work with people. It's important for me. I love New York, and I want New York to be successful. Do you know a third of the restaurants closed and will never open again, Liz? Never. Never. I mean, those are a lot of people that are out of work. Restaurants that have been there for generations closed. And that bothers me. That's sad. That really is sad.
It's depressing because small businesses make up 2/3 of GDP. We have the backbone of this great nation built, holding up the whole system by people like you, by the small business owner. So, and you know, I was also looking at beef prices. I mean, what is your best seller at your restaurant, and how have you at least tried to wrap your arms around the prices? And I'm sure you've had to raise prices on the menu.
Yes, we have, like chicken parmesan. Chicken has gone up to veal parmesan or sombocco. And we make great dishes. I mean, people come from all over to have our food. But you have to raise the prices, and then some people go, gee, you know, that's a little steep. Well, what are we supposed to do? We have to make some profit, something. You know, some of our things on menu, we're not even making a profit. We're just breaking even. But we have to have that,
Right.
so we put it out there anyway.
What would that be, like broccoli? I don't know. You have to tell me.
No, even that's gone up. I mean, it's crazy. It's just really crazy. You know, we do promotions, we do private parties to help. We do events.
How are your bookings, Chazz? Are you starting to see people forego going to restaurants?
Yes, I mean, I have to be honest, knock on wood, our restaurant, like I said, in Manhattan is doing gangbusters. And the one in White Plains is really coming back strong now. Like tomorrow, we're doing a big cigar night at my restaurant for charity for the NYPD at my restaurant in White Plains. And a lot of people come for that. And, you know, we introduce them to the restaurant, which is really nice. And they say, oh, I didn't know this was here. Because it's a relatively new restaurant in White Plains.
Right.
And more people come to see it. So you have to have events and bring people in.
Well,
Promotion is very important.
we love you because you squeeze everything. You talk about productivity. Chazz not only runs the restaurants, he, of course, is an Academy Award nominated and multi-award winning actor. And, of course, I loved you in Bullets Over Broadway. People go nuts over you in The Usual Suspects, one of my favorites. But The Bronx Tale. This was the one that really kind of made you the, quote, overnight success. You've got a one-man show coming up. Tell me.
Yes, October 1st.
Tell us, yeah.
Yes, October 1st at the Town Hall Theater in Manhattan on 43rd Street. I think it's 123 West 43rd Street at 8 o'clock Saturday night. This is the first time in 34 years that I'll be doing a Q&A after the one-man show. After the show, wow. I'm going to be taking questions from the audience about the one-man show, the movie, the musical. I got great stories. I got some very big surprise guests that are coming. I don't want to say who it is because if, God forbid, they can't make it for whatever reason, I don't want to be held accountable. But it's going to be an incredible night, October 1st at the Town Hall.
Well, congratulations. But I know you're working and sweating it out with these high prices. We so appreciate you opening the window into what it's like for you and your employees at your restaurants. Please stay in touch, Chazz. Thank you very much.
God bless. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You.
And your work on Kojak is way underrated. I thought that was
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Chazz Palminteri. Go visit the restaurant. Go to his one-man show if you're in town.